Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you how to put the GTX blade on an Andis T outliner, and also I'm just going to quickly go through how I've skeletoned my UK model Andis T outliners. So what I used to skeleton the casing was I used a hacksaw and I just went straight into it, and also before I did that I brushed off the inside and the outside. I opened it up with the 4 screws on the back, which I just use one of these normal screwdrivers for, and this will be worked for the whole project. And I just open the 2 in the back, open up slightly, be careful because the switch connector, so you just move it slightly to the side, and then you can just hacksaw when you need to. I recommend staying right underneath the Andis line, and as you see the 2 screws are here, so you don't want to go any lower than that. So first we'll make your first guideline up here, and then you know where that is. And then for the front, you just want to find where the tension screw is. So as I said, just right underneath the Andis logo, chop it there, and then you just want to curve it slightly up at an angle. And that's how you basically skeleton the UK model. And the difference between the UK model and the American model is the American model has 2 screws here, so you can just go straight around with no issue. But the UK and the European version has 4 screws in the back, and it's all clean at the front. Therefore we can't just go straight around because we'll be chopping these important screw like layers off. So that's just how to quickly skeleton it. Now onto the main part of the video, the GTX blade onto here. So first of all, sorry, let's move the stuff that we don't need out of the way. So I've explained how to skeleton it, so we're just going to put these out of the way. So all we're going to need is the new blade. The blade number is, sorry, I'm trying to find it. Here's the blade number. It's not easy to find these in England, so I got this off eBay for £20. And as you can see on my normal T outliners, the blade's chipped. Now, if you want to know how that happened, in the barbershop, a child thought it was funny to grab my clippers off the side and right onto a concrete floor, and it chipped. And the mother tried to blame me and say it's my own fault. But that kid was here and he grabbed over and grabbed it. Well, fair enough, my own fault. I know for next time now. But this is a normal T outliner blade. So I thought, it's broken. He gave me the opportunity to do this. So thanks to the kid for letting me do this. But also, don't touch my clippers again because I haven't booked him for next week. But anyway, so first of all, what you want to do is, you just, oh yeah, also on the video I'm teaching you how to set your tension screw correctly. So if you're wondering why I skeletoned it, it's because, look, you get easy access to the tension screw. It's easy to, it's like, it's closed and you haven't skeletoned it. You can't get access to the tension screw. It means you have to keep opening and closing it to keep adjusting it. And to be honest, I don't like it. So, and I actually made me consider switching to the wall detailers. But I'm an Andis fan, so we're going to stick to what we got. Plus, this looks really cool. You can't even lie. Imagine just tapping on someone's forehead like boom, boom, boom. Anyway, yeah. And I'm slightly ill, so I do apologise for that if I keep sniffling. But what we're going to do is, we want to open these first. Just my brother's running through, okay. Anyway, so you want to open these 2 blades. I've just started this barber channel, so if there's anything you'd like to ask or anything you'd like to put out on, then that'd be great. Also, my Instagram is simmy.barber, where I do upload my haircuts when I do them, and I think that they're nice to do. Cut my little brother's hair yesterday, and he's just running around, so I'll just ignore him. As you can see, I have no idea when it comes to clippers or anything. I'm not professional. This is just how I did it, so this is my input on it. Everyone has their own different way of doing stuff. You want to put these 2 screws aside. Just take this one out too. Take the blade and the setting blade off. Now what I like to do is, I just like to give them a good clean, like before I change anything. So I have a 2-sided hard and a soft side hog brush. I tend to use the hard side for cleaning my clippers and the soft side for the client's heads. And I just like to give it a good clean down. Okay, so we've got the normal stuff here. So what we're going to want to do is, just want to take this off. Now I've adjusted this. If you're gonna do it somewhere where if you do drop it, it'll be fine. I can drop this on the carpet and it'll be fine because this is a very soft carpet. I've adjusted this so I know where I want my blade to be, but I'll go through that in a second. So now we've got these here. Bear in mind, these are my old ones. I've never done this before. This is my first time, so it's a journey for all of us. So now we're going to open the GTX blade. Can't even open it. I'm an idiot. But, guys, I am only a 17-year-old female barber. I want to put the female barber part out there because, you know, some people seem to think I'm a little man, which, bear in mind, like, I don't care. You do you. Can't blame someone for how I look. I do dress quite tomboyish, but God, it's difficult getting into this. I don't even know how to open it, so I'm just gonna have to ruin it. But yeah, like, I've just started this barbering thing myself, so everything you see me do is a journey for everyone. If you're wondering why I'm ruining the thing, it's because I'm not gonna keep the actual like case to this. I'm just gonna throw it away. So let's take this out. Okay, so we've got the deep tooth blade here. And if you want to know the difference between the deep tooth and the normal T-outliner blade, let me just put these side by side. Just put this cutting blade back on here. There you go. So, bearing in mind, this is the broken T-outliner, this is the GTX. So if you look at the difference, this is a deep tooth blade. It means you can pick up more hair efficiently. As this one, this tugs on people's hair, especially my Afro-Caribbean tight curly hair. So and also Asian thick straight hair, and it's just, you know, I'm gonna find this very beneficial compared to this. So if you just look at the differences of the blades. So we're gonna put the Andis one on the side. Put all this spare stuff. Apologise for my sniffling. Okay, so first of all, I just want to adjust. So if I take these off, put this to one side. I just want to adjust where I put these. So if you just slightly loosen these. So all I did was just change the screwdriver. He said just use this one and it worked. So as you can see, I've just unloosened these. I just turned it literally just a little bit this way. Now, as you can see, it's moving a little bit more freely. So if you just put your blade back on here. Now just move it up to where you want it to be.
Thanks, Bob. It does take a little bit of adjusting to do.
People to understand the actual process of how long it will take, especially for a beginner like me. What you don't want is the cutting blade to overhang on the setting blade. So that seems okay for me.
Make sure it's flush. So if you just want to make sure it's done correctly, just get something and push it down on.
And it will move slightly, so all you have to do is just sit there, make sure you get it right, and then just turn it slowly by slowly to when you've got the cutting blade where you want it. So if you look how I've done mine, you can see it moving. So it's overlapping just a smidge, as you can see. So what we're going to do is just going to loosen it again, just only a little bit. And like I said, just put it where you need it. Because the last thing you want is your blades to overlap and cut somebody, especially a kid. Adjusting it slowly. Okay, I've got it there. Now I'm just going to tighten this. Make sure it doesn't move. Check again. My nail. It's not overlapping, so that's good. So if I just do this and show you. Now the blade isn't overlapping, and as you can see, moves fine. If you just want to check again, My blade is not overlapping the standard. My cutting blade is not overlapping. It isn't completely zero gapped as there is still a small space, but you do get the idea that, that is quite close. Alright, so you just want to make sure that's closed completely. Make sure it's not going anywhere. Put it on as securely as you can. Don't put too much pressure and don't do it too tight, but just make sure that it won't come unloose, obviously. Alright, now that's done. Put everything back in focus. You're going to want to put it back on. When putting these on, guys, as you can see, I'm going to leave it slightly loose just so I can get it right properly after. Okay, so now I've got this on here. I just slightly did this one a little bit further. Now I'm going to put this in. You want to make sure it's straight as possible. You want to make sure everything is on correctly and everything is sitting comfortably. Seeing that the cutting is going tension spring. Now with the tension spring for the UK model, all we have to do is turn it left and right, and in the book it says that this little thing should be a half moon, but it's however it works for you because not all the clippers are the same, they're all different. So now we've got the blade on, we're just going to adjust this slightly. As you can see, if I turn it left, then it goes higher, and if I turn it right, tension screw goes lower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this on the book the half moon shape like it suggests, and then from there we can work on how we prefer our tension. But basically the tension screw let's say you isn't cutting or it's pulling on the hair, either first of all what you want to do is just check on the tension screw, adjust it. If that doesn't help, then you need a new blade, but always check the tension screw to see if it works for you first before going out and buying a new blade, because they can get expensive. So I'm going to plug this in and see how this goes. Now what I personally like to do is I do like to put a little bit of oil . Turn it on. Then I like to brush the oil in. And the things are broken on this. Close the oil back up. Okay, let's turn it on. You want to see if it's cutting, you know. So what I like to do is, let's get my arm out. That felt a little sharp, I'm not going to lie, so I might have to adjust the tension screw slightly. So once again, just that feels sharp and I don't want that on a client, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the tension screw. So you can understand why I've skeletoned it now, so I can just go and touch it as I'm doing it instead of having to open up and keep doing it over again. You turn it right to make it go lower, and you turn it left to make it go higher. I'm just going to see how this works. So I'm going to loosen it just slightly more. Everyone has their own personal preference. That cut me, so be careful. Make sure you check them first. That feels much better. So this is how I've done it. I've explained how I've skeletoned it, the reason why for the UK model, how to change the blade. So that's pretty much it. And also the tension screw issue, because a lot of people, especially beginners, don't know, because I didn't know, and I had to go looking around and asking questions before I got to know anything. So yeah, just go over it again. If you want to skeleton the UK model, then just beware about the screws in the back, and cut directly around the Andis logo on the front, and then dip it up and just cut right on top of the screw lines. And for the tension screw, turn it right to make it go higher, and turn it left to make it go lower. And obviously you're just seeing how I changed the blade. And once again, guys, this wasn't a how-to, this is how I'm doing it. I'm just explaining it as I go along. I've only been in this barbering game for 3 months. I'm an apprentice barber, and I have a couple of cuts. Once again, simmy.barber is my Instagram. If you would like to check it out, if you could leave a follow, that'd be amazing. And yes, this is all I did. Remember, you just need a hacksaw if you just want to do this. Make sure you don't go too low into it. And whilst we're still on the video, I just want to mention that I've started using this shaving gel compared to the Elegance, as it's much cheaper. It's only £6 here, and the Elegance is £18. And to be honest, it's 500 millilitres, and it smells amazing, and my clients love it. And I did ask a couple of clients who I have used both on. I've says, oh sorry, I'm supposed to be from England, I can't even speak proper English. I said to them, which one do you prefer, the Elegance or this? A lot of them said Elegance, only because of the smell. Because they don't, some people don't like the coconut smell, they like the aloe vera smell. However, I asked most of them said that it's both comfortable on their skin, and the only difference is the smell. And some prefer this, some prefer the other one, and I'm gonna get a different smell. It's lavender one too. But if you are in the UK and you do want an alternative to Elegance, this is a great option. The gummy, I have the coconut scented one, however it is lavender and other ones. So yeah, and the aftershave is amazing. I just did my little brother's. He's obviously turned into a little man now. He's getting a beard and all that. So I've just shaped it into a beard, and it looks much crisp compared to the other boys in his years, as theirs just starting to come through, you know, 14-year-olds. But that was it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and sorry this was a long video. If y'all watched all the way through, you're amazing, and I just want to show my way of doing stuff. So yeah, this is all done. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment or check out my Instagram if you would like to see my cuts. And if you got any tips or anything, remember I'm just a beginner, so don't trust anything I say in this. If you want to follow along, follow along. But I'm just showing you guys how I do it. There's so many different ways of doing stuff. So just give me your opinions in the comments. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.